if we have immortality, we have no control over what it is, right? Folks remember us for odd things, and they may not be the things that we want them to remember us for, but they're the things that are memorable to them. So this is the absolutely true story of my Uncle Bernie and my Auntie Flossie, but mostly my Uncle Bernie, and a wonderful tradition that he had with us that I hope you will adopt as your tradition. My Aunt Flo and Uncle Bernie used to have a place in Maine, a little house in Bridgeton to escape the city's strain. It was a long drive from Long Island up to Long Lake, but once there, we'd run and swim and fish and just enjoy the fresh Maine air. But Bernie used to tell us an old Maine tradition said you should swear like a sailor when you cross the Kittery Bridge, 'cause Maine is all about freedom, so let it out when you come here. So we'd roll down the windows and we'd swear and swear and swear, and we'd say, well, I can't tell you what we said, but it'd curdle milk and steam off pain and probably wake the dead. One of my fondest memories from when I was a kid was swearing with Uncle Bernie when we crossed the Kittery Bridge. Well, I'm sure you can imagine the zeal with which I did embrace this fine tradition of this language on this bridge. But when vacation's over and you're coming home again, Bernie said you must reverse it to take it all back in. And we'd swear a blue streak backwards, it's fun cussing in reverse. We'd say cuff and tish and mad dog, which sounded much less worse. One of my fondest memories from when I was a kid, swearing backwards with Uncle Bernie when we crossed the Kittery Bridge. 30 years later, I was driving up to Maine with Mary Ann, and we drove over a bridge that looked awfully familiar, and then it all came flooding back to me. I turned to her, I said, "Excuse me, I have to do this, I'll explain in a minute." I rolled down the window, stuck my head out, and let fly George Carlin's 7 dirty words, loudly and with feeling. I'm not sure who was more surprised, Mary Ann or the guy in the car on my left. When I got home, I told my aging Auntie Flossie, we just drove up to Maine, and when we crossed the Kittery Bridge, I remembered the tradition, and I swore like we used to with Uncle Bernie, but I didn't see anyone else doing it. Is it possible I had the wrong bridge? My Auntie Flossie looked at me kind of sad and wistful and said, I don't know how to tell you this, but your Uncle Bernie made that up. I said, you mean it wasn't a Maine tradition? It was just our tradition? Well, that just made me love it all the more. So if you're traveling northwards on I-95 and you cross out of New Hampshire and you wish to feel alive, do it for the freedom, don't you hesitate or doubt. Do it for my Uncle Bernie, go ahead and let it out. And yell whatever the heck you want to, it's not up to me to say, but make it real salty, you'll feel good and free today. And I don't believe that heaven is where an old soul goes, and I don't believe he's looking down, or that he even knows. But I could swear for certain he'd be laughing if he knew that when I cross the Kittery Bridge, I still say fuck you. Thank you so much. Everyone have a safe drive home. Thank you so much.